games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10 with 2nd and short. Boom. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good. 4 plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Along, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Commodores.
Sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
Feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep...
Touchdown, Broncos! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a two-possession lead. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Vandy. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
They can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they will score! Touchdown, Miami! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-9.
Running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Canes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights on the field. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. It's good. Easy call for the ref.
Can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
As soon as they catch it, that's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the point after is good. Down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Full unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely center cut. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Setting on 4th.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Huge field goal attempt. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime?
Dude, but yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
And this one is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, you're always with that clock in your head. You can't take a second.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field.
He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, this is anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boston College's offense will have the football first. butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah. Now first and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the
To try a field goal. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere.
To field goal on this drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He wants to throw it again. They've got the screen set up. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Dropping back, it's James. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest. I lean on right here to make sure we win this one.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Like a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. We've got a terrific matchup for you today. ancient pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic class. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Trying to salvage this drive. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
You're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
The ball is out behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Duke. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Touchdown, Blue Devils. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6.
Place, I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Just keep slinging it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just
goal unit.
On the field goal.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg. Get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll leave it with him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking downfield on first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Per yard, it's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And he tacks on the extra point. Down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. It's not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
Back really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem.
The catch, you gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready, and your field goal kicker
Down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Williams looking for a man. Floating away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the point after is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Now adjusting. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.